Alrighty then, hello everybody, it's me, Hunter, and here I'm back at it again with another reaction video, and yep, we are going to be doing another robisapien video. Sorry I had to end the Geobot video very early. My parents came home early, so I wasn't able to do anything else, so that's fine, So yeah, I was going to be doing the robisapien review by Jobing videos. We're going to be doing more Jordan videos. Let's go.
Today I'm making a review and roaming videos on my Sapien V1s because Arbitor's Honor and Chris wants to see videos of them, and yeah, but this one's gonna be a review, and I'll do a roaming video after this because I'm not doing both in one video though. So yeah, right now you can see there's a lot of robosapiens. Well, robosapien, obviously, of course everyone knows a lot about robosapiens now because they've been out for like 11 years already.
Yeah, well, not much anymore. Not obviously, like most things, they're cool for they're they're very popular, and then like 15 seconds later, they just fade away from existence. Like they're cool for a while, and then they stop making them, and then nobody even talks about them anymore. And it seems like I'm the only one who even talks about these things at all, like even into them or know anything about them. Like nobody else seems to care about these things besides you. Because I swear we would be good friends. I just wish you weren't so far away. But where are you, Sanjaya, my sweet Arabian prince? Season 15, episode 6, Hot Shots. That's a deleted scene, actually. It wasn't in the actual episode, but still.
But this is obviously what he looks like.
And a lot of people say, like Billion said, he kind of looks like Baymax if he went to the gym, which I think he kind of does look like that. And even people on the news were even like, if he comes out of the gym like this, he will look like this. And then he looks like a football player, as Kevin once said. Because I think that WoW was actually supposed to make a Cletus, the football robot, the Fox robot. Foxbot it used to use, but Cletus is his actual football robot. They were supposed to make I don't know if they actually made it or not. They probably did. I just don't care. I don't care because some of their early robots weren't that good. They were very basic, but they were a lot back then, but not as big. I mean, seriously, just look at Robosyn. That's the company who made the Transformers and then the new Ultimate Buzz Lightyear and all this other stuff. I don't know what I said, like robot, like I don't know what I said before, but it's Robosyn. And people, so yeah.
They came out in 2004.
I mean, he said once that they actually came out in 2003, but they actually, well, maybe because I think the creation was in 2004, and then they were actually released in 2005. So, and then Roboraptor came out in 2005, and then V2 came out in 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2011. Roboskip was Mark Tennant's last robot. Technically Jobot, and then it ended, but Wikipedia tends to lie about some certain stuff, but I still say it. Because he also made, yeah. Because mostly WoW, he just makes all the wheeled robots, so.
They've been selling for years and in multiple colors.
So yeah, and they don't sell, he's gonna say, I'm just reciting this video, that mostly, it's just the white ones that they make. I mean, there's a transparent one, there's a clear one, there's Robosapien Blue, and then there's a, I don't know, like, there's only like five colors of the new ones, and then that's it. And then there's a black one, that's another one, it was a Kohl's exclusive. Exclusive to Kohl's online, and it was a shiny, you see how shiny that is right there? That's what the original one, so that's mostly, the freaking copyright information on the foot, and I mean it's basically so it's the copyright information on the foot, and they just polish it up to make it look good.
Right now,
and it's very greasy. When you get those robots, it's very greasy, and when you get out of the box,
they don't sell a lot of the colored ones. Really, you see a lot of white ones, and
so, yeah, because like I said, I mean now they don't sell them anymore, but like in 2014, it's stupid to put a Robosapien on eBay because people could still go out to the store and buy it. I mean, if you're buying it, if you're discounting it and making it, selling it at a half price, ha ha ha. All right, maybe I'll just have one. Remember they had to take my foot? Look at the bright side. Now you get your shoes half price. Ha ha ha. Alright, maybe I'll have one. Morbidly obese Albert. That was terrible, but so it's, I mean, if you're selling it at a discount, then it's smart. It's, it's good, but if you sell it 100, because these things are around like 70, 80, 90, 100, like 80, 90, 100 bucks, or $128 if you live worldwide. Mostly $99.99. That's the exact, I don't know, some people say it's stupid to do the $99.99 thing, just why don't they just make it $100, but still.
They're not as popular now, the white ones. Like, if you put a white one on eBay, don't think it's really going to get sold.
I mean, if it's the other color, if it's yeah.
That fast, because people can still go to the store and buy the white ones. But if you have a colored ones, you may just end up getting it sold for a good price. So...
And then there's the satin silver. Yeah, they don't make the satin silver because most of the colored ones were exclusive to different places. Like that was the green ones were Radio Shack. The red one was Sharper Image. There was a blue one that was a Mark Chin and Signature Sharper Image exclusive. The satin silver, which is also a Sharper Image exclusive. But now mostly while the robots sold today, I mean it's mostly just the fingerlings you find in stores, but. Like, I don't know how we can get a hold of the dog E and the gotta fly. Yeah, it's gotta glow. I said gotta fly, but it's gotta glow. I don't even know. I think because back when these now and in Walmart and in Target, Toys R Us, Kmart, because by then the electronic stores and in Best Buy, don't forget that there was also like the Best Buy was the metallic gold one, but then they became Sharper Image exclusives. Like they came in the white box, and then the satin silver one.
Yeah.
Which is the one I had, but it broke. So the leg snapped off, which is a common problem.
All of the colored ones were sold from like 2004.
And then there's the clear, transparent one.
2009 and stuff. Because they...
I think that in 2009, they also sold those 5 colors, but... there was also a black one, even though, a solid black one, which is a UK one, back in 2004, which was just like those ones. Like, it was just a solid, plain black. It wasn't shiny like those ones.
They quit making...
And then the Spider Sapien, and then the Homer Sapien, which the Homer Sapien was made by a different, WowWee, but also another company called Character UK as well. But the Spider Sapien was a Toys R Us exclusive, and he was to promote the Spider-Man 3 movie.
After 2009 Christmas, and then they came back in 2013, and they're still selling now. If you guys don't know, there's actually a new RoboSapien coming out called the RoboSapien Blue.
And then there's also a Roboraptor Blue as well.
It's a black RoboSapien. It's the same thing. It's just black, and it has blue cables. It has RS on the side, unless that's just a prototype marking, but it shouldn't be. It
says that, obviously.
Blue, I wonder what that means.
Yeah, it's gonna be Bluetooth.
Obviously. There's also a Roboraptor Blue coming out as well. And, I mean, it's great that they continue making these and everything, but here's the thing, though.
Like I said, the RoboSapien X in 2009.
All of these, the RoboSapien X, this is an X, this is 2009. Do you see a difference? No. There's absolutely no difference between...
And then I don't know exactly when the bootleg, the knockoff ones were sold at, but...
That's...
But the 2003 or 2000, that Gangnam Style one, that Conflicts did a video, and that was exclusive to GearBest.com. I think they sell it in, Chinese stores as well, but then... The Yarmishi, the third generation or second generation colored RoboWisdom was exclusive to Walmart online. I mean, it would be kind of cool if you could get those if you could buy those at the store. Then that would make me want to go there, but all they sell is just freaking garbage.
2004.
Especially of a show that has the titled character, a color, and a YouTube channel that puts dead people's laughter in their videos.
Differences with 2004's, but...
And a show on Nickelodeon that teaches narcissism and to be a dick.
2008-9 versions like this with 2013 X's, no difference. The black one, there's also a black robosapien.
Yeah, because like I said, the reason why it's called robosapien X, it was because it was the 10th anniversary model, even though it came out in 2013. So they should have waited. They just wanted to release it just right away, and because it came out on like October 10th of 2000, like right for the holiday season, and yeah, it was very popular, but not that much anymore because nobody even cares about these things, but. And yeah, so
that was just previously made for 2014 Christmas. It was exclusive at Kohl's online.
And then I think there was also colored Roboraptors that were also exclusive to Kohl's as well. Yes, we do have that in the wide. Season 22, episode 13, Lifeguard Meg. Oh god, this video's getting long.
And
we're only like 2 minutes into this video, and I've just been rambling.
It's a shiny.
I mean, you should be watching Family Feud right now.
Black, I guess it's kind of shiny like this.
Season
but the UK
15,
also has
episode
a different
12.
black one that was sold back in 2004. It's kind of like this. It's not that shiny. It's kind of just a solid.
But there's also a rare UK version of the Spider-Sapien that was sold in 2012 that was supposed to promote the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man. This is for Tobey Maguire, and the other one was for Andrew Garfield. But they never made one for Homecoming. It would be nice, but they never made one for I wish they did more superhero ones. That would be kind of cool. Like I remember when I had my old robosapien, not the silver one, but the old one. I remember I used to do his intro sequence, like the wake up sequence, and have it of different characters. Like I'm Deadpool Sapien. That was weird, but because it is crazy to see how much my voice has changed all these years. Like it's only been like 2022, 3, 4, 5. It's been 3 years. So I've changed for 3 years, and I started my YouTube channel in like 2021. I started this YouTube channel in like 2023 when my old account got terminated. But the ceiling fan video with me talking funny, my video was very young. I'm seriously shocked that I sounded so young. I'm
black.
Weird.
There was also a Chrome robosapien X, but those ones are hard to find now. Even the originals are easier to find than the X one, because they were just limited. The Chrome ones, the first ones they actually made a lot of them.
And then there was also a Chrome one as well. So there's white, Chrome, black, transparent, and blue. So, and I think there's other colors as well, but mostly it's just mute. It's not like colorful ones because they don't. And then the Discovery Channel store. Don't forget that. And Radio Shack and Circuit City. That was another one. I was gonna say Blockbuster or something like that.
But anyways, back to the robosapien blue.
But how long are they making these until the demand just had enough of them?
But how long are they gonna make these until the demand has just had enough of them? You know, because there are a lot of them are different colors. Well, they're not making that many colors. There's like 4 maybe that they make, but.
But okay, so
but
now there's 5 of them.
All do the same thing. Every time they come out with a new one, same thing. It's the same dance. It's the same hi-ya actions. Nothing's different. They're not reprogramming them or anything. They're the same thing. Just robosapien Blue. It's going to be Bluetooth now. robosapien X and robosapien.
Like I said, the WowWee website was supposed to have a path tracing feature, which that wasn't in there. It was supposed to be an app feature. It was supposed to, the IR dongle wasn't supposed to be like a robosapien head like in the final version. It was supposed to be like the Robo Remote, the original Robo Remote that you could program it to do a random sequence. Like it looked like that, but the final version of the Robo Remote V2 or IR dongle just made it look like the robosapien head, and it was supposed to do a path tracing feature, and then it would follow it. Which I think that probably they would have put in an extra sensor. But I was also thinking that maybe you could draw a line and then it would follow it. And then maybe that's where they could put the hooks on the bottom of the foot. I think that's where they could have put that sensor so it can follow trace
People
panels.
had actually thought that people thought they were going to be a little bit different and have new features, but they just didn't. And some people had thought that they put in just an extra sensor for the dongle that comes with
But no,
it
the
to control
dongle
with your phone
controls
or
every
iPod.
single other robot except for RoboX the Super Rod because he's fake and he
The
doesn't work
dongle
for
doesn't just
RoboSapien.
control
But
X.
and then the
It will
second
control
generation
all of these except for
RoboWisdom.
him because he's a knockoff and he doesn't work on RoboSapien's remote either.
Neither does
so, yeah,
the
this will control all of these, even RoboWisdom.
I don't know about the Robone. I don't know if Robone or the RoboSapien RoboActors work with the original. Probably not, but let's see.
So,
because neither
yeah,
did
there's not an extra
the
sensor in him.
Calvin
He's
ones do it.
identical, exactly the same as the older ones. You know, and they advertised him having blue eyes. He didn't have blue eyes. The Huawei website said he would have a path tracing feature, which he doesn't. You know, yeah. It's supposed to be more advanced sensors, but it's just all the same sensors and all that
thing.
stuff. That
They're really doing
the
the Apple technique.
And I don't think Huawei plans on making them any different. The only ones that were kind of different were Homer Sapien and Spider Sapien, but they were still kind of the same because, you know, Spider Sapien, he had new sayings, but he didn't have that many changes. His dance was
surprisingly, out of all surprisingly, Spider Sapien is actually the only one that has a different dance. It has the same music, but it has different movements. And the Homer Sapien was sold in the UK, and he has less sayings than Spider Sapien. So, but they should have made more other characters, but, I mean, I think the reason why they did this was just because they thought that people would buy Iris Media, and that's fully programmable, so, I mean, just get Iris Media at this point. Just get Iris Media, but they are hard to find. They're only sold in the UK, just first generations, and they're very expensive. They're like $300, so, I mean, this is just a cheap alternative. And that's what made these things so great, is that you get a lot of technology for very little money. It's still $100 is a lot still, but, I mean, you have to practically be like Elon Musk to own something like this. I mean, yeah. That's just what made these robots so great, is that they're affordable. That's what made RoboSapien so great. It was the first commercially available humanoid robot on the market, so that's what made it so groundbreaking. And it was coming at a time, even the people in the news report were saying that technology was huge back then, so huge in fact that literally all of 2004 pop culture is literally just a Nintendo DS and not RoboSapien. And in 2005 was the Xbox 360, which should have been Roboraptor. And in 2006 was the Nintendo Wii, which should have been V2. But he's not, obviously he was recalled. But I already told you that it didn't really, the bad wire issue didn't really become a problem until at that time. Because it worked for 2 years and then it started breaking down.
Recently, Spider Sapien is the only one that actually has a different dance compared to the rest. But he had more sayings, but they didn't feel all of his sayings. He still had some of the older RoboSapien sayings. I don't know why, they just didn't find enough sound files to put into him. And Homer Sapien was sold in the UK, and he had even less sayings than Spider Sapien. So basically, he's just a RoboSapien because he says less of Homer sayings
than Spider-Man
says
of
Spider-Man sayings. So he only has like a good 6-7 sayings.
And plus, you're gonna notice that when we get to part 2, not part 2 of this first video, but the part 2 of the RoboSapien review, this video, that one right there, that they recycle some of the same sound files. So yeah, they like the webtastic is basically the pickup action. And then, they don't do the "I'm stuck in the web." Surprisingly, that's the only time he even says that, so.
He has maybe a couple more. Just maybe, about 2 more. But, yeah, you'd think that...
And the web swinging, that's another recycle, because sometimes they do the same sound on both sides. But some people count that as a new phrase, but it's not.
It put in a little bit more sounds to make them a little more interesting, but...
But, yeah, they do that.
Didn't. And you know how they're just not going to bring back the RoboSapien V2s back to life, you know? They're not bringing them back ever because
I'm honestly shocked that nobody, even knockoff... Well, I mean, I'm just shocked that it's been almost 15... the last we've seen of robisapien V2 is that Huawei posted on the official Facebook page a remix. Here I can show you it, but I mean it's probably got copyright music in it. But there was a 2014 robisapien V2 commercial, and that was basically it. And then no other reference to robisapien V2 besides that video. And the last of Mark Tidden was a 2016 documentary. That was the last time we saw him, and then we never seen him again.
Or just afraid that the wires are gonna break down again or something.
Like, I don't even, is he dead? I don't know if he's dead or not. We don't even dead or alive.
I mean, yeah, V2 is a lot bigger. These are kind of basic because obviously other companies are copying off robisapien, so it's probably not that hard. But look at how much money they're putting in.
Yeah, and they say it costs much when they literally make Tipster and RoboMe and MIP. But Chris, a lot of people like MIP, but I mean, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, just it's stupid, but it makes a lot of money
over and over again.
Like if they at least just brought back a robosapien that was programmable. I mean, these robots are programmable, but like once we could change the sound files, like RS Media, like take the Robos V1, but make it programmable, but not super, just make it to where you could hook it up to the computer and use software, and then you could change the sound files. So basically RS Media, but a V1. So I think that's what they should do instead of, so.
Not putting that money towards making newer, updated versions of V2. It doesn't even have to be V2.
This is something very similar, but it was Mark Tidden. They need him to come back because he was the one that had the clever techniques. These were his creation. That was Huawei did not come up with this idea. So, and they just pitched it to him, and then they said it was great, and then they screwed him over, and then he had enough in 2009, and then Jobot was his last robot, and then the touch sensors, him tipping over, the voice recognition, yeah, he was done for it.
But I suppose you want me to show them in action now. All right. But that.
So I think
just a little beginning of me talking about things. Also, they come in all these colors: the red, the green. I used to have a chrome. This silver is burned because I got off eBay for $50.
It's honestly like it had no returns accepted. It was way too expensive. It was had burn marks. I thought it was the same people who did the Fun with robisapien video, the DAMN video or MP3 or whatever the hell it is. The little the doorbell going off and then him doing bulldozer and then he gets slammed by the door. Oops. I thought it was the same people who did that, but no, I don't even know who even did that. Oh, it was just called Fun with robisapien. That was just the name of the channel.
Well, that's another thing.
And then there was a $100 wasted that had that it like had like music in it, and it they were snapping it in half with a shovel. Then there was another guy who destroyed V2. There's many guys who have destroyed, but those are completely different people. And then for some reason, the beginning of that video had pictures flashing for some reason, and one of them was Monsters Inc. for some reason, and Oreos. I have no idea. It's just old-fashioned brain rot.
You want to be careful when you buy these older ones off eBay because...
Anyway, is that video even still up? It's just crazy if it is. Because I seriously had no idea that British kid, I don't know what your name is, but that made the mini robisapien video. I can't believe he's still on the internet. I haven't seen him forever. I recently saw him a couple of months, 2 months ago, or a month ago. And maybe I'll make a reaction video to him, but yeah.
No, a lot of them.
And that's those were the first couple of videos I ever watched on YouTube. That Art vs. Honor was literally the first ever video I've ever saw, and my first Huawei video, so that's incredible.
Almost all of these have problems now, the old
ones. A lot of people say that these robots were the first exposure to YouTube, which is crazy. Not other stuff.
The new ones don't really.
These are the best, not others. Because
they're still new. And
guys are the best.
These ones do have
not
a lot
women.
of problems. It'll be hard for you finding someone that actually, if you're a picky person and need the robots to work, they won't. The problems, I guess the worst problem you get is 6 of these I got off eBay, and pretty much all of them except for one had problems that they weren't even supposed to have.
Like, the most common problems with these robosapiens is the arms don't raise up all the way. I just think it's because it's so top heavy. The arms are so heavy, it can't even raise up all the way. And then the touch sensors, especially the finger ones, you know, they don't really aren't responsive. And then the snapped legs, where it's like a pin that snaps off, and then it's like this, or they're leaning towards the floor. Like the red one had like a snapped leg, and burnt and snapped.
This one had a bunch of wires that came off.
He had like 8 wires, and then one of them had a wire that was pierced because there was a screw hole through the wire, and it was piercing the wires, and then they could have separated. Like they were touching. It was like the V2 situation, but
there's probably still some coming off. This one is actually the one that's never really had a problem. Besides, he's leaning forward a little bit, so I'm afraid he's going to snap off soon. And he has a couple of scratches, but that's normal for the green ones.
Because it's not an actual metal. It's basically just the silver one, but with metallic paint on it, or like it chips off. It's like yeah.
Red one, he was snapped off his leg.
He said once that in a few years it would look really bad, but it doesn't, because he doesn't use them anymore, because he doesn't want to
burnt and snapped.
pay so much money to get them
their
fixed.
legs are standing now, but he was broken. I bought him broken though because he's a fake and I needed him.
Because like I said, there was a wire, you already saw it earlier, there was a wire that was dislocated from the, god damn, this video's so damn long, jeez. Like, if I reacted to this whole video, it would be in like an hour and a half, and you know damn well I'm not uploading that anymore. Even though I'm doing the robot videos, but not at so long. But the wire came off at the battery terminal, so the wire came off the battery terminal, so that's why it didn't turn on, and the torso wasn't spinning, because it has to move like crazy in order for it to work.